Hello Pythonistas, welcome to Pythonista Geek channel. So today we are going to see a concept called as lambda functions. So what is a function first? If you're not aware of what is a function, please do check out in the description box where I have pointed out the video for what is a function and what are the types of functions. Then after that you will get a clear idea of what is a lambda function because without knowing what is a function, there is no use in seeing what is a lambda function. So yeah, so lambda function is also a type of function which we use in Python. In simple words, we can say lambda function as anonymous function. So what is anonymous function? Anonymous function is nothing but it is a short-term function. We can if you have a function which is having only one line of code, you don't want to worry so much with a syntax like def, then write those things just for one line of code, right? So at those particular point, we can always use a lambda function. Lambda function is a shorter version of a function, or it is also called as anonymous function. Yeah, so let us see the syntax for lambda function. So now for example, I am going to write a function for adding two numbers and returning the addition of two numbers. Okay. So how we will write in normal function? We will write def add and then inside parameters we have a comma b because a and b will be at two numbers. Now what we should do? We should return a plus b. So this is going to be the normal function in Python. So after this what we will do? We will just call this add with elements of two numbers. So yeah, if we call this add like this and save it in a variable called as, okay, we can just print it, print addition of 2 plus 5. So this is a very short function where you're having only one particular statement to be returned inside this function. Now if I run and see this program, I can see 7 as the answer. So this is a normal function. Now let us try to convert the same into lambda function. So we will have a variable first and then put an equal to. So whatever we are returning will be saved inside this variable automatically. Now we should use the keyword called as lambda, and after lambda we should specify the parameters. There can be more than one parameters. So I am writing the parameters here, then a colon, then I should write what I need to do inside this lambda function. I am going to return a plus b. So we will not write return statement in lambda function because it is just a one line of code it can accept, and whatever will be the output of that particular line of code will be automatically returned. So that's it. So our lambda function is ready to go. Now if you want to call this lambda function, just call by the help of the variable name which you assigned, and the same way 5 plus 2. Yeah, now I will I will just delete this program for you. So yeah, so if I run and see this program, oops. So what is it showing? Okay, so I should write 5 comma 2, right? I wrote 5 plus 2, that was the problem. Okay, so 5 will go to A and 2 will go to B. So now our add function is run, and add is, we need to print the add, then only we can see the output. Yes, can you see 7 is printed. So this is a lambda function. It is very simple. Lambda function is nothing but a one line function. Like if you have only one line to be written inside the function, so it is one line function. Okay, and it can have many parameters. So this is the basic criteria for our lambda function. So yeah, we have written a very small lambda function. So yes, there is not much difference, right? So let us try to have another example here. Imagine we will be passing a number. If we are passing a number, it should either display it as an odd number or even number. So this is a very good program. So def odd or even. So this will be our program name and I will pass a number here. So how I will write this particular program is, if num modulus 2 is equal to 0, then what I will print? I will return even number. Else return odd number. So now it sounds like not a single line of code, right? It is merely 4 lines of code inside this function. So how can we make this as a lambda function? Yeah, let us try to make this as a lambda function. So odd or even, odd or even. So let this be the variable, and the same way we are going to use lambda, and then the parameter here, there is only one parameter, so num. So now we are going to use shorthand if statement. So how is shorthand if statement is, if num modulus 2 equal to 0. If this condition is true, means it will print even number, right? So even number. So the true statement should be before the if condition, and the else statement should be after the if condition. Else I will print odd number. So we have returned the whole program in a single line. And now let us try to print our OE with the parameter, maybe I will press 7 here. So it will check whether 7 is an even number or odd number. Yeah. So it has displayed odd number perfectly. So like this, we can use lambda function in multiple scenarios with shorthand if statements. Like any function with only one line of code can be used in lambda function. So where are we using this lambda function? Maximum we will be using this lambda function in two built-in functions called as filter and map. So let us try to understand what is a filter function. So filter is a function which will filter out. Like it has two parameter. One is a function. Here we can make it as a lambda function. Then the second parameter will be an iterable, a list or a diction or a set or a tuple, which will be passed inside this lambda function one at a time. So maybe a list 1 I can say. So what will this basically do is, if I am going to imagine there is a list 1 which has a set of numbers, a list of numbers. Okay, so this is a list of numbers basically, right? So what will it do is, this second parameter, it will pass one element at a time, like 1 to the first parameter, then it will process the lambda function and return the value for you. So let us consider we are going to write a program to filter out the even numbers alone and place in a separate list. So what we are going to do is, if we are using the filter function, then the lambda of num. So number will be our parameter because one particular number is coming from the list, right? So that particular number will be saved inside this num. Now we are checking if this num modulus 2 equal to 0. So no need to write anything, this alone is enough, because what will it do is, the first parameter, if the num modulus 2 equal to 0, if it returns true, then that particular number will be filtered out and sent to a variable. So where we are going to save all these things? To even numbers can be our variable. So what I am doing, to even number, it will be saving that particular value whenever it is true. For example, now from list 1 is coming. So 1 divided by 2 equal to 0. True or false? It will be false. So it will not be saved inside our even number. Then comes the 2. 2 modulus 2 equal to 0 will be true. So 2 will be saved inside your even number. 3 will not be saved, 4 will be saved, 5 will not be saved, 6 will be saved, like this. So, this way we can try to filter out the program. So, this filter function is very useful for you to understand this lambda function. Now, I can just try to print my even number. So if I am printing even number, what will happen means it will return an object because filter function is going to return an object for us. Okay. So I forgot to put the brackets. Yeah. Can you see it is just an object? We cannot understand anything here. So we will convert this filter function's answer to list and then check out the answer. Yeah. Let us run and see now. Yes, if you can see, it is a list of odd numbers. Now, if you want to find the list of even numbers alone, you can use this particular not equal to symbol and then run the program. It has shown you the list of odd numbers. So, this is how this lambda function is used in filter. Now, going on to the map. So, the same list one you're having, in this list one you're having many numbers, right? If you want to create a list, which is just the square root of square of all these numbers. Then we can use the map function. So square is equal to, we will convert it to list again the same way as the filter function map also works. So map, and then what I am going to do is I am going to write lambda of num, and then what I will do, num double star of 2. So this is a square. Okay. So it will give you the answer as it is. So what are the numbers we are going to square? It is just the list one. So now I will print the square. Yes. So let us run and see now. Can you see? The whole list with the square is printed here. So this is how. So what is the basic difference is filter function will filter out the true answers alone, but map function will map all the answers. Like if there is a list here, this list contains 9 elements. So it is not compulsory that an output of the filter function should have all the 9 elements. It can have less than 9 elements, but the output of a map function will always have the same equal amount of element. We are not filtering out anything. We are just mapping the values to different values. So I think now you have a clear idea about the lambda function, filter function and map function. That's it for today, friends. Bye bye. This is Shravanthi signing off from you.